Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition mods. Best mods for 2023. You know that I got 7 or 8 runs in Divinity, if not even more, because I played it since early access back in the day. I don't know how many times I played through Forgejoy, probably 20 times, and I never played with mods. So I rolled through 400 available mods for Divinity Original Sin 2, and I decide to roll with my next run, this will be the mods that I'll use. All of the mods that I'm gonna give in this video won't interrupt the game balance. If they gonna make the game slightly more difficult, you can install them or not, it's your choice. There's gonna be graphic mods, utility mods, everything you can think about. Those mods that I consider to be the best. Let's not waste time anymore, let's go. First mod will be Toggle Sprint Definitive Edition. Run faster, both you and NPCs. What this mod does, it saves you time. Your characters, they won't drag anymore on the map. Divinity is a huge game. If you can save an extra 3 to 5 hours only on running and backtracking, this mod will save you those precious 3 to 5 hours. The next mod would be Infinity Spirit Vision. There is no need to click on Spirit Vision on every 10 seconds so you can spot ghosts. You know how irritating it is. It was extremely irritating back in vanilla, okay? This time, you apply this mod, you're gonna see ghosts non-stop. This doesn't break the game balance, it just makes the game less annoying. The next mod would be better item borders. What this mod does, it's quite simple. It changes that shadowy light colors into a bright colors in your inventory. You can actually spot what item is divine, what is rare, what is unique. Better colors, okay. It adds to the slightly better experience of the game. The next mod would be Carry Your Burdens, max weight buff. What this does, it's for the encumbrance, okay? You don't need to rush to the merchant on every hour or two after farming, after taking loot, okay? Now you can accumulate all the loot in 5-10 hours of game time and sell everything on a one go. It saves time, it doesn't interrupt the gameplay, it doesn't break the game balance, it just saves you a lot of time and nerves. Very good mod. The next mod, skip tutorial. For those that play this game like I did, or even more, or multiple runs, you're gonna get sick of tutorial area, or better to say on the ship, and what happens over there where you get to meet the NPCs for the first time, characters you're gonna play with. This skips it all and puts you straight to Forgejoy. Now this mod enhances talents, switches some useless talents in the game and makes them more useful. It also means that it can break the game balance. Not much, but still it can break game balance. There are around 10-15 talents in a game that are really useless, so if you want to have more fun and have more, let's say, diverse builds, okay, bump builds and so on, I don't know, lich builds to work, it's available with this mod. The next mod would be weightless items. You know, all of those scrolls, books, and useless garbage that you take along the way. They have their own weight. This mod will drastically reduce the weight of those items, so trash won't occupy your inventory that much anymore. What the mod does, it saves you time. This mod is very interesting, Omega Pack HD. It's gonna change the textures in the entire game. There's like 20,000 textures that are remake. The game really looks amazing. It looks more like the upcoming Baldur's Gate 3 than the Divinity Original Sin 2. The game is just full to the brim with details now. If you plan to play Divinity Original Sin 2 in 2023, these graphic mods will make the game look like it was made in 2023. Or let's say like 2020, but it doesn't matter, it's gonna be better, okay? It's gonna look better. The next mod, Better Sir Laura. You know how irritating it is to keep Sir Laura alive, especially when you play on the hardest difficulty, on Tactician difficulty. He goes into traps, he dies in the most stupid ways that you can imagine, okay? He's very squishy. That won't happen anymore. With this mod, that idiot Laura will avoid traps, stay far away from the combat, and he will be more tankier. So you don't have to pay attention to whether he survived the fight or not. I restarted I don't know how many times, like the most simple fights, just to see if Sir Laura survived or not. If you wanna drag his ass to the end of the game, this is the way to do it with this mod. And trust me when I say it, it's a chore to keep him alive. I only did it once, okay, when Definitive Edition was out for the first time, and I said it was the last time because of Laura. I restarted some fights 3 or 4 times in a row to keep that idiot alive. Excellent mod, this one. And now we come to the biggest mod, the most important mod, Divinity Unleashed. What this mod does, it changes the entire game. The game that you remember, Divinity Original Sin 2 Vanilla, and the Definitive Edition, basically they don't exist anymore. This is a new concept of the game, new skills, new characters, new enemies, new enemy placements, new combat, okay, 1 million new things. It feels like a brand new game. Okay, and this is the biggest mod for the game ever. If you wanna test something new, and if you wanna refresh your experience with Divinity, this would be the perfect mod. This mod, as I said for the previous one, that it's most important, how it changes the entire game. Monster Scaling Definitive Edition will keep everything as it is in the Vanilla Definitive Edition version of Divinity, but enemies will scale now with your level. It's gonna make a game a bit more difficult, okay? Especially on Tactician difficulty, it's gonna provide more challenge, which Divinity drastically needs, okay? When Tactician is way too easy, this one will make it a bit better. Okay, so if you do not wanna change how devs imagined the game with the previous mod, you wanna stick with their rules and make the game harder, then Monster Scaling Definitive Edition is the mod you want to install. The next mod would be Divinity Conflux. Everything that I said for the mod that drastically changes the game, this one is exactly the same, it just changes the game differently than the one I already gave, okay? It gives new NPCs, new enemies, new spells, new skills, new encounters, a more balanced gear. It adds more challenge. It is your choice out of these 3 difficulty mods that I gave, which one you want to install. Maybe you want to play all 3 of them, 1 per run, that would be great. The next mod would be increased text size. Fonts are bigger, they're not as small as in a previous game. I mean, if you play from far away, okay, on a bigger screen, fonts in Divinity are extremely small. You're gonna peek to read everything, alright? With this mod, that problem is gone. Letters are twice as big. Very good, okay? Extremely good for the entire UI. And this mod, initiative-based turn order, if you want to keep the game how it is, but just change who plays and when, so the initiative actually matters, because there is initiative in stats in Divinity, but it never counts initiative, because initiative is completely broken in Vanilla, even with Definitive Edition. If you want to pay attention to leveling up your initiative, this is the mod you want to install, because now you're gonna have the play order highly gonna depend on your initiative, not only yours, but enemies as well. It changes the combat. Drastically changes the combat. And the final mod is Make Grenades Great Again, Definitive Edition. Grenades just suck. Okay, they suck. Even when you have all the talents for grenades, they suck. Grenades deal basically 0 damage on Tactician, especially on level 15 and above. You deal nothing with grenades, they're completely useless. If you want to play a build that's based on grenades, it's only doable with this mod and nothing else. I hope that you're happy with this top 15 best mods for Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition. If I'm to play this game again and use mods, I would play them with those that I gave in this video. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you on the next one. Thanks for watching.